had queries in all the institutions, almost all the institutions. This is disappointing. This is definitely disappointing. But heads of institutions should be sincere and they should be committed to their job so that we move this country forward. But with this attitude, definitely it will be very, very, very difficult. And I think as National Assembly members, we should try and exercise our power. That's the only thing that will move this country forward. But if we keep on talking and we will not act, nothing absolutely will be done. And it is going to be a failure for all of us. So we should act, and if we are to act, we should act swiftly. Honorable Speaker, by looking at this report, definitely it is telling us that we have management problem in this country. We have management problem in this country. By looking at this report, all the institutions, you have problems there. And to address this problem, as I said before, as National Assembly members, we should act. We should not relax. When we relax, it is going to be a failure for everybody. It is going to be a total failure for everybody. So I'm urging the National Assembly members, let us minimize talking and that we act swiftly in order to address this problem in the country. Honorable Speaker, on that note, I thank you very much for giving me the floor.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Ilyasa. I now invite the Honorable Member for Sandu.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. We have a document in front of us today. Very important, very critical. First, I want to look at page 43, the timber process. On page 43, where you have failure to provide the number of containers exported by agents. Honorable Speaker, it is baffling to note that an institution like the Ministry of Environment cannot account for the number of containers exported by their agents. That means something is fizzy. Something really is fizzy, and it needs to be investigated, to get to the root bottom of what happened from December 2019, May to December 2019. And it also said unaccounted government revenues. another thing to laugh about, definitely. When the auditors third party confirmation with Gambia Ports Authority revealed that 2,393 containers of wood were shipped for the period of 1st January 2019 to 30th April 2019. Therefore, it is expected that revenue from 1st January to April 2019, based on the numbers of containers exported, is estimated at $8,614,800. A big figure which one cannot live, like that without getting to its root. This is unacceptable in even the smallest institution, the private institutions, much more a government one. We expect the government to have well-trained personnel to take care of these things. And if it is not happening, then something is really fizzy, and government needs to get to the root bottom to make sure corruption is averted in all institutions of our country. I call on the president, after looking at this document, I called on the FPAC to make resolutions which will be accepted by the whole House and then submitted to the president to look at those documents, this report, and the resolutions be, effected like, it should be expected of him to avert public resources going to people's pocket, definitely. From there, we move to the councils. Under the councils, you have the Banjul City Council, where the key finding, the mayor confessed to FPAC that the figures on their financial statement were just made up, which is criminal, definitely. It's criminal to make up figures, especially presenting them before the National Assembly, and they should be held accountable, like every public officer. Yes. A general comment about the councils. All councils in the country are not up to task. All councils. The rural councils and those in the urban areas are not up to task regarding looking at their figures and looking at the way their reportings are set. It is disappointing to note that the bigger expectation is, those people will present us good reports. At the end of the day, they flatter, all rules that we expect. We expect not. The NDMA. It's also baffling to note that during COVID 2019, bags of rice were missing, were not delivered where they're supposed to be delivered. And those that are accountable, those that are responsible should be accounted for and be subjected to pay the consequences. Finally, I call on the President of the Republic of the Gambia, after the looking at this report, let FPAC take that responsibility and sit with the President and give him the recommendation of the Parliament for him to act on. Let those people who are found responsible be prosecuted, be taken out of the civil service, to sanitize. We have better people. We have better people who can man our institutions, with clean records. This is, not good for our country. This is not good for any institution. This is not good for any government. And if we want to continue like this, this country will sink. And nobody wants this country to sink, not from the government side, not from the opposition side. Because tomorrow, nobody knows what happened, definitely. But if we want to take this country forward, we have to act, and those people who are responsible, they cannot man our position, let them go home. Definitely. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Sandu. I now invite Honorable Nominated Member Maimuna Sise.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the floor. I will first of all apologize for my heavy voice. I have a common cold, which is about to get me through. Honorable Speaker, I would like to join my colleagues to thank the FPAC committee for taking their time doing this best composition of this report for us to go through and digest what it entails. Honorable Speaker, this report is very disheartening. I am very disappointed, and I think the whole nation will be disappointed by hearing what is happening or by reading this report. Any genuine Gambian who love your country, you don't have to love the government or love the president, but you need to love your country. As they say in the Mandinka dialect, Banku kano be limani ala kono. When you love your country, you do better for your country. We have to start from Worcester. Better. Honorable Speaker, the losses of the public money, which everybody is crying out. This juncture here, it doubts me well. When 3.14.1, losses not fully recovered, written off. It was noted by the audit report. Review of the fraud files revealed that nine fraud cases were investigated and reported in the financial statement during the period of review. The monies misappropriated by the officials were not fully recovered, and there was no evidence of active mechanism in place to recover the outstanding balances. In addition, there was no evidence provided to show